Good afternoon, our neighbors at Century 21. My name is Teresa Oscom, and we are Zip Your Flyer. We are an agent-to-agent e-flyer service, and your broker, Dwayne Hopper, and operations director, Teresa Jordan, has signed you guys up with our high flyer brokerage program. We've created custom branded templates to use for your property listings, and we also have 10% off every time you do a flyer with us, and free PDFs for you guys as well to print off at your local print shop for your flyer box and or the counters of your open houses and stuff like that. My goal here today is to teach you a little bit about where to find those custom templates, how to place an order with us, answer any questions you might have, and I'll be putting up my email at the end of this webinar to let you be able to have a direct contact. You can definitely call customer service at any time to ask your question, but if you need login details, password resets, custom graphic listing presentations that I believe I sent over to Dwayne and probably Teresa as well, I can also resend those. Those are not a problem. So if anybody doesn't have their information and they want more information about Zip Your Flyer and our partnership, then feel free to just give me a call. So today I'm just going to go in with how to place an order with us here, and we're going to go to have an account login. You don't need to register as a new user because as long as you're on your brokerage roster, we already have your login information, which is your email address, and we can go ahead and you can place an order there. So we're going to hit have an account login. You will be a returning customer since we already have you in our database. And you can go ahead and put in your password that you signed up with your brokerage with, or your email, and then a password. If you don't have that, again, I'll be happy to get that out for you. This is kind of your account and our starting page. We have email flyer, and we also have a repeat item. As long as you've done any order with us, you'll be able to repeat off of that flyer. The only thing you can't change from a repeat of the flyer is the design of the flyer. You will be able to change any kind of body text, pictures, dates, prices, anything like that, MLS numbers. You just can't change the design of the flyer and the address itself. You will have to do an import item to do a redesign. Say if you sent a flyer out for Christmas and it's now February, you want a different look for your flyer, that's where you do an import, and I'll show you that on the next step. Today we're just going to do email flyer. And we have 10 simple steps in our ordering process, and here is step 1, start here. You can start a new order by providing your own listing information and uploading your own photos. We have a fast lane service where you just give us your MLS number, price, address, main banner, which is open house, price reduced, newly listed, or anything like that. And for $9.95, we'll go and pull all of the information from your MLS, like the body description, like your photos, your agent information, stuff like that. Here's where I was talking a little bit just a minute ago about importing from a previous order, and that's where you can choose a new design of a flyer that you had sent out recently. You also have the chance to upload your own flyer. It just needs to meet our upload requirements. Typically that's 8.5 by 11. We only send out one-page flyers. There cannot be any copyrights on the flyer, and there has to be some sort of agent information, contact information on the flyer. Today you can see we're just going to do a start a new order, and we're going to provide our own pictures and stuff. We're going to hit save and continue. As long as you hit save and continue on all of these steps right here, you will be able to go back to your work. Our step 2 is where we're going to enter the property information. So we're just going to put in the MLS, listing price, the property address, city, state, and zip, save and continue. Pretty easy. Step 3 is where we're going to choose our design scheme. And these first 4 templates are going to be the Century 21 Real Estate Center templates that we have custom branded and went over with Teresa and Dwayne, and they have been approved by your broker and operations director. Here, if you just click on these little thumbnails, you'll be able to see bigger versions of those of these templates. So today I am going to choose this template because I believe this is kind of one of our newer templates for you guys. Here's a scroll bar right here. You'll be able to see our winter designs, and a lot of times our holiday designs will be up here. You can use any of these templates as well. We also have buyer's needs flyers. If you're looking for that specific property, you can go ahead and use a buyer's needs flyer. We're just going to hit save and continue. Step 4, choose a photo layout. This is going to determine how many pictures are going to go on our flyer template. Today, I'm just going to use 4 photo layout. Obviously, our exterior front probably would go there. If you wanted to feature a kitchen or you wanted to use a waterfront photo, you can definitely do that. Just go ahead and load it, upload it in the number 1 spot, 2, 3, 4, etc. We're going to go ahead and hit save and continue. Step 5 is enter our text content. So we're going to do a main banner. Today my main banner is just going to be an open house this weekend. And so I'm going to put Saturday, February 2nd from 1 to 4 p.m. And then the body text is the description of your property. I'm going to go ahead and upload my body text in there. We will proofread all of this information. I know you guys don't get a lot of characters on the MLS, so if you have some with symbols that say like with slash, we'll go ahead and change that to say with. Or if you use a lot of and signs like that, we will go ahead and take those out and put and. Unless you'd like it that way, feel free to go ahead and say, please leave my and symbols and stuff. We know that you have to abbreviate stuff because you only get a certain amount of characters in the MLS. So we will be happy to go ahead and elongate that and make it look a little bit more cleaner and crisp on your flyer. You have the option to put a virtual tour links or Matterport videos, YouTube video links in here, or your website link. You'll also have a chance in your agent information just a little bit further below to add your brokerage website as well. So you can go ahead and add any kind of Matterport videos here, and we will embed those into your flyer. And when the agent gets that in their inbox, they will go direct them straight to your website. Here is a design request. Anything you might want to ask the designers. I had, for instance, somebody from your agency do a flyer, and then they resent it out like a week later with a price reduction on there. And they specifically asked if we could do a starburst or a banner that said, please, have that price reduced really stand out. And the answer to that question is absolutely, we can do that. Just go ahead and ask us, and 9 times out of 10, we can definitely do any kind of design request you want in there. If you want a specific font, or if you want a specific word bolded, let us know and we can do our best to do that. If we can't, we'll always reach out to the agent to let them know that, oh no, we won't be able to do this, or what kind of font would you like. If you know the name of it, that's super helpful. We have millions of fonts in our database. So today I'm just going to go ahead and hit save and continue. Step 6 is where we're going to add our agent contact information. You're only going to need to provide this information once, because what's going to happen is once you've placed it in once and hit save and continue, you're going to have an address book that collects over here. So if you have an admin person doing it, or a secretary or something helping you place your orders, this would be a good way to have her collect the address book that she don't have to, or he don't have to keep typing in all of this information. You will have to put in the required fields in order to move forward, which is basically first, last name, and your brokerage name. You also want to add your agent photo here and your brokerage logo. But keep in mind, if you're going to do your Century 21 templates that turned out really nice, you don't need to provide your agent logo on there because it's already on your flyers. So today I'm just going to go to my address book and hit my Century 21 real estate information. And as you can see, it populated all my stuff there. There's our address, my photo, and my brokerage logo. If you had a co-listing agent and you wanted to add to the flyer, you would click here, And then this information will pop up again. You will have a chance to use another address book here, or go ahead and type in the agent's information and that will populate to your address book. We're just going to hit save and continue. And now we are at step 7, uploading our images, and this is where we're going to upload our photos to go onto our flyers. So I like to put my photos on my desktop, and so I'm just going to go to number 1. And we're going to load these photos in here. Make sure we're going to load 4 photos because we chose a 4-photo layout. So we're going to go ahead and do that. You're going to see that my photo and my logo uploaded itself in there from my address book. So we're just going to hit this orange button, upload. And it's going to take a minute sometimes, depending on the size of your photo. If you find that this just keeps going in circles and you're not really getting anywhere, your photo sizes are probably too large. So if you know how to compress those, go ahead and do that. If not, just skip this step entirely and email your photos over to service@zipyourflyer.com, and we can then put those in the flyer. Or always give us a call. We're here from 6:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And we can grab them from your MLS, or, if you have any questions learning how to do that, feel free to give us a call. We can help. It's super easy for us to grab them. Save and continue. We are at step 8, proof and delivery options. We always send a proof before anything goes out to the clients or the agents in our database. So what you're going to want to do here is, who wants to see the proof? Who wants to be able to approve this proof to go out? Typically, it's the person placing the order. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my name in here because I would like to see the proof. You can definitely, if you have an admin person doing it, you can send one to yourself and send one to the agent that's going to be on the flyer. You can also add your co-listing agent on there as well. But you would not want to put your client in here because we don't want them to see the rough draft proof. We want them to see a polished copy. You can put your client address in their email address, but just know we will send them a copy of a rough draft. So if there's any kind of mistakes or wrong price or anything like that, they're going to see that. So we have a spot for your text messaging number, and if provided, you give us permission to send you text message regarding order status, or if we have any questions, or say your open house is coming up this weekend and you still have your proof waiting for approval. We'll kind of bug you a little bit on Fridays just to make sure you know that, hey, your proof is still waiting approval. We need to get this out to you. We can talk via text. We can talk to you via text that way. So that's a good feature that we have. Email from lines. This is how your from line will appear in the agent's emails. It's always going to be your brokerage first and then the agent's name. Reason being is because once the agent is in their inbox, we are a nationwide company, and once it goes out to all of the agents in our database, we want them to know that it's real estate related, and our goal here is to really get you the best deliverability and get those agents to open up the flyer. Our email subject line is something we work very hard with. We go through a lot of training here. We like to refrain from putting dates and times and addresses and characters, dollar signs into the subject line, because we really do want to get you that best deliverability again. So today I'm just going to have my email subject line talk about my open house, and this is my Brookside Charmer house. Here is the client email address, and this is where you can provide 2 of your client email addresses, and that's when, after you have approved your proof to go out, we will send them a copy to your client saying your agent is working hard for you, and as per their oh, I lost my words there. As per their, as per your property listing, real estate professionals, we generate maximum excitement and exposure for your property. We'll also send them a copy of the flyer, and on top of the copy is going to be how many agents it was sent to, and that's going to be pretty big. That's something new that we do here now, and we're getting a lot of really good feedback from clients, and we will forward those on to the agent to say, hey, your client said this, they think it looks great. You know, we're getting a lot of really good feedback for them, from them for you guys as well. It's really super cool to see the clients interact, because we're always used to the agents. So we're just not gonna add a client email address today. We're just gonna hit save and continue. And step 9 is our delivery area and pricing, and this is going to determine the price of the flyer. Keep in mind, all our Century 21 agents receive 10% off a flyer every time they do an order with us. And as you can see, here's our map of the United States. We are nationwide again. So we're going to click on Washington State, and we are going to select the north end. You're more than welcome to select 2 or more areas. When you do, you'll save an additional 10%. But today we're just going to hit this north end, which we're going to guarantee it's going to go to a minimum of 1,600 agents for $40.50. So we'll just select that bubble and hit save and continue. Here's our last and final step, which is a review of everything that we've just entered above. So that'll just give you one last look of everything you did there and said, oh no, maybe my client just called dropping the price. And you can always go back up into these steps and go and change, you know, whatever needs to be changed if you see something not quite right in there. I'm going to go hit check out. Now this is our cart. If you needed to go back, you would just select your address right here, and that'll take you back to those steps. As a member of Century 21 Real Estate Center in Lynnwood, you qualify for discounted add-on items, and that'll say that big here in orange. And you guys get free PDFs as well. So you would go ahead and hit add item, and that will add on your item for you. Down here, you can add on printed copies for your flyer box, but you really don't need to. If you get in that free PDF, you can take it to your local print shop and go ahead and print those out for your flyer box as well. You also have the option to schedule a resend on the same day. So if you schedule your resend today, you're going to save 30%. So this flyer would have been $40.50 for scheduling your resend today. It would be an additional $28.35. So you would hit add item here. So that saves you 30%. That repeat that we talked about in the very beginning, you can do that there. Repeats save 20%. So you're going to see right here, high flyer discount 10%. If you do not see that, that means you are not on the agent roster. So go ahead and give us a call, and we can program you in there, you know, one at a time. But your guys are so good with getting our rosters that most likely that's not going to happen. And so promo codes are right here. You can always find promo codes on Facebook and Twitter. We run about 10 to 12 a month. Or again, that's kind of where my phone number comes in handy. You can give us a call, give me a call, and I'll be happy to send something over to you. Or email me is also fine. You would just put that in here and hit apply. But again, you can also find them on Facebook and Twitter. We're running one today, and it's plan for vacation day, which sounds great. And today's promo code is all capital letters, vacation. So go ahead and write that down, and you can save 15% today if you want to do a flyer with us. If you wanted to add another flyer to your order, because we only do one listing at a time, you would hit add another flyer right here. You'd start that ordering process all over again. Today we're just going to proceed to payment. This is verifying your billing address, and that is just in case you ordered prints. So go ahead and just skip that step, continue. And here is where you select that box for our terms and conditions. And then here's a notes. If you had any kind of notes, when will this proof be sent out? When will I get my proof back? Is there any stats on this flyer? Well, those answers are absolutely, there are stats. We do have a delivery report that we can set up for you, and that comes out to you 72 hours after your campaign going out. And that'll tell you how many agents it was exactly sent to, how many agents opened it, We can now tell the click-throughs on that, how many people are clicking on your flyer, and also how many people have shared it in our new app that we have as well for Apple users currently. And so that's been a lot of fun. Our app has been something that we're playing with. It's for Apple users currently, like I said, and we are going to look into going to Android, just not, that date's just not set in stone. If you do want a delivery report, again, just go ahead and type in delivery report there, and that will come to you 72 hours after. You can always give us a call if you forget and you're like, oh yeah, I should have set up for that delivery report. Go ahead and give us a call, and as long as it's been 72 hours, we can send that out to you. So what's going to happen is you would complete that order. It will come over to us. It'll go through some proofing processes. It will go through the designers, which we have real designers here that work here. And they will embed your photos in the flyer and any kind of links, virtual tours, brokerage websites, anything like that into your flyer, and our Hotmail coding just to get the agents to open up that flyer. And once your proof is ready, they're going to send you back an email stating you have a proof waiting for approval, and or text if you signed up for that text. You would then log back into www.zipyourflyer.com where we started. You'll go up here to this right-hand corner where it says My Account. And this is our starting page again. You'll just scroll down. You have a couple things here. You have proofs awaiting approval will be right here. You have items in your cart, like say if you needed to go back in there, you would be able to click there. You'll see all your completed orders here, any kind of store credits that you end up getting here, or if you want to add to your agent address book, you can go here. But we want to see our proofs awaiting approval. We're just going to go to View Items. And then we are going to view our proof, and it's going to look like this. Here's you're going to see our email from line, our email subject line, and here is, we're going to say live view. You're going to see the live view. That is the flyer we just created right now. Looks really good. Here is, if everything looks good, you're going to go proof version 1 is approved. And it'll automatically default to send ASAP. But if you're the type of person that wants to get all your stuff done by the weekend, or if you have vacation planning or anything, you want to get your flyer done like on a Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday, go ahead and hit send on a specific delivery date, and you'll see a calendar that'll be set up for the future. And then you can select a time slot, like say I want my flyer sent out on Thursday between 9 and 12. You just go ahead and you confirm that, and then you'd set up your approval right there. If for some reason you see like maybe the client changed the price, or oh my goodness, my open house got canceled, I need to change the date, go ahead and hit not approved, and a revisions box will pop up, and you can just say, please, whatever your revision is, please change price to blah, 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 or please change my open date to February 3rd. Then you would go submit those revisions, and that would go directly back over to the designers, and they will fix those revisions and get you back approved right away. If you have any problems with this, feel free just to give us a call. We'd be more than happy to help. Once you are able to hit approved and your flyer goes out, you're going to see a copy of the flyer like this. You will be able to print this version of the flyer, but keep in mind this is not a high quality print, and since you get free PDFs for free, I recommend printing out that PDF. They look really, really sharp. You'll see here that my links are clickable, and they'll go directly to your website. You can also, I didn't put a virtual tour on there else, but if it would say, you could have it say here, click here for virtual tour, or in here on the street part right there would look really nice. And we will put your link, embed that there, and so if agents clicked on that, that would go to your flyer or to their direct website as well. Does anybody have any questions so far?
I have a couple. What is the proof time?
The proof time, we like to say we get your proof back within 2 hours. Fridays sometimes is 3 hours. We're just getting ready to get into our busy season. So 2 hours, you should be receiving your proof back.
Okay, and is there a charge for the delivery report?
Nope, not at all. That's just a free service. We're a company founded by agents from agents, and so they know how nickel and dimed you guys get on everything, so they wanted to do this brokerage program for the agents. It's been working out really well. I personally have 19,755 different brokerage members that I talk to throughout the year.
And can you tell me what is your typical or average open rate?
So right now we have an 80% inbox placement, and our average open rates have anywhere between 18 and 23% right now.
Okay. That's a good number. I know those are numbers. And
those are, and that changes depending on our agent count, because we have an in-house research department down here. We're a small but mighty company. There's about 20 of us now, and we just hired 2 more researchers. So our research department, is what drives us here. And we follow all the CAN Spam Act rules. If you ask to be unsubscribed, we will unsubscribe you. It usually takes about 72 hours. But if you have not opened a flyer from us in the last 6 months, we will remove you from our list as well. We do work really hard to keep our agents active and engaged here.
All right, thanks so much. You have a good day.
You're welcome. Yeah, have a great day.
You too. Bye.
All right, bye-bye now.